again, it just tells the story of it's the evil and the ugliness of people's hearts these days is everywhere.
This is Franky Rose's Think Tank. Here's your host, Franky Rose.
Hey guys, welcome to the Think Tank. How you doing, Mekci?
I'm doing good. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hello.
It's Sunday. We haven't done this for a while. I'm so glad that we well, we've been missing each other. You're busy during the weeks. And then by the time I've been tired at night, like
honestly, you've been running those trials, so like
yeah. And then after that, I've still got my zoo to take care of and the rest, right?
Life. Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, I've had so many things I've wanted to stream, but it's hard. It's like the weekends I can kind of catch up a little bit, right?
Same here.
Yeah.
Although I try to like stay off the computer on the weekends now because I spend 40 hours a week in front of the computer, guys. So like I try really hard now to, as soon as my job's over, I just leave. Like I'm done. Turn it off. Like
and I think that's awesome. That's awesome. I mean, spring's just around the corner and you need to get out and do shite.
Yeah. Did you guys change your clocks? Did everybody change their clocks? It is spring forward officially. Or is that tonight? Is that tonight?
I think it changed. Right? Doesn't everything? Morning, Pam, Carrie, Nicole. I love that, Nicole. First.
I
know. I love it. So, Mom, Mind of Monsters, is on her way out to Madeline,
because she's the real MVP. Thank you, Mom, for doing that.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, oh my God. So she said that today she was going to drive by and see if they call it an apartment, but that place that they were living in is gated. So she's going to see if she can get through this morning because she wasn't able to the other day. There was cops checking everybody. Oh, there you are. Hello, Mom. So yeah, I got a hold of her and, do you mind grabbing some flowers for us too? And she's like, you're not paying for that. And it's like, oh, what a doll. So she did. She picked up flowers and is including us in
thank you. That's so.
Yeah, thank you for showing all the respect, right?
If I would be there too. If I was in Florida, I'd be up there. Like,
absolutely. Florida is going a little bit wacky. So Mom might be doing like a little bit more foot on the grounds, boots on the grounds. Yeah. Your money is no good here. Oh, Mom, much love. Like, I tell you what.
During this, like before this, we started the live, I was telling Franky how just sad that is that these kids, complete strangers, love them more after they're gone than their own families did while they were alive. And it just like really breaks my heart, like, to think about that.
Yeah. Is it Mother's Day?
I thought that was in May.
But maybe in the UK.
Yeah, because I did see something about that. Like somebody was like, Happy Mother's Day. Like I was like, what?
Is it Mommy's Day? If not, if it's
I'm a horrible child.
Happy Mommy's Day, friend. And you know what? They're boys. They're boys. They don't get it. Is it today?
Is it? Hold on. Look it up.
I'm getting
I am like the worst child ever. Like I really am.
I disowned mine, so I'm all good, but really?
It says May 12th.
Okay,
For
I
us,
thought. So it's in the
even the
UK.
yeah.
Yes, yeah, that's why we didn't know, Mom. It's in May. Well, hello, hello, hello. Happy Mom's Day to the
Yeah,
women in your life.
everyone in UK, happy Mother's Day.
There you are. What's up?
Jonathan.
What's up? I know, Mom, right? So just to finish up with that, I just want to say what a respectful thing that Mom really is doing here, taking the time out to get all of that stuff, flowers, and I can't remember it, but a beautiful cross, right?
Yes, that cross is on point.
Yeah, just oh,
I'm excited to see if those seeds plant. I love to imagine that like throughout the years those things just grow wild, like
oh
right there in that spot.
yes. Yeah. Yeah, pretty heartbreaking to see all that, and I'm sure they'll catch. Everything grows in Florida as long as they don't cut them down. But if they're right around
Right.
a memorial, yeah, pretty happy to be able to show respect. It's hard, being in Canada, and pretty much all I cover is US. Like that country keeps me busy. So I can't get there. So it's just so nice to have all of you guys that are so caring that if it is in your area, that you do these things. It's an amazing thing. It's just an amazing thing. And what you were saying, it's just, you and I have discussed my mother, that shit show.
Yeah.
So when I see this kind of stuff, it just makes you think how, not necessarily from mother or whoever she was married to at the time, but being kicked out so young,
Yeah.
and then having nowhere to go. It's just like, we're one step, a lot of us have been one step away from this happening to us. And for these assholes to have taken it to another level, it's just like, are you kidding me? And I want to know what the mother has done or hasn't done, one or the other.
I'm trying to
Because
stay really reserved with her because I'm not.
well, would you get
Not
back with a guy in 2022? He got charged with this kind of thing, right? She had to have known. She's been with him for 7 or 8 years. And you've still got your little girl possibly sleeping in the same bed, because from what it sounds like, Madison didn't like to, or sorry,
Maddie.
Madeline didn't like to sleep alone. She was afraid.
I'm
So
not
they're
sure
saying,
how true that is, but if that is,
yeah, it came from the grandma. So we're not all of this stuff is just not confirmed, right?
Madeline Soto, Christine, Maddie.
Maddie. Oh, you see, Carrie? I'm sorry. Bless your heart. We're fighters in this group. Pretty much everybody in here has had trauma at some point. A lot of us, right? And we've survived it. And we've gotten strong. And now we haven't turned into our attackers. We learned from what they did and would never in a million years repeat their actions. I just wouldn't. So, a lot of us, Jesus Lord, you see, guys?
Christine, I actually read that. I read something about that girl the other day. I can't remember her name either, but she wrote like allegedly, I don't know how true this is. The person Christine's talking about.
Yeah.
She wrote a letter apparently stating what had happened to her, that she was abused, and that's why she was running away. I think she's 16.
Jesus.
Mom might know her name. Can't think of her, but there's just a lot of messed up things going on right now. Like,
oh, it is. Look at this. This is exactly, people call us scrappers. Yes, we're warriors. We've had to scrap our way back. It's like, are you kidding me? We are warriors. And it has made us have this empathy that is almost overpowering. Do you know what I mean? Like, lordy.
for me, like,
I
my
won't highlight
experience,
a lot of the chat right now because it's personal.
my
Pardon me?
experience is, I mean, me and you have talked, like, you know, I haven't really, I've gone through things in life, but nothing like a lot of people have. My thing is more like, I just find it horrifying that people have to deal with that. Like, because I didn't. Like, my parents were good. Like, and they're still good to me. Like, I hate that people have to go through this life, like, when their parents are just shitty. Like,
Yeah. And like, well, there's, like I said, there's two ways this can go. It goes either you turn into them,
yeah.
or
you
you're
learn,
the exact opposite.
yeah, you learn from that and you're like, that's not what I want to be. And
I would
you break that cycle.
never. I've only got one son, but I would never in a million years do what she did. It's like feeding them to the wolves. Are you kidding me? It's
I almost think
just,
that, like, Jen, possibly, this is just my opinion, I'm not trying to rag on her, like, I don't know what's going on with her specifically. I almost think, like, she might have, like, a, like, self-conscious, like, thing. Like, maybe she doesn't value herself as high up. Like, maybe like, you know, sometimes you get into a relationship and you stay with someone because you feel like you're not good enough for anyone else.
yep. A
I
lot of
don't
that is
know.
childhood injury.
Yeah, that things like just undealt trauma that you haven't
Well,
dealt with, you know.
they've normalized it for us. They've made it a normal thing for us when
That's
you
not
are,
right. Yeah.
yeah. So then when you go and pick a spouse, if they treat you like shite,
You think that's normal.
it's no different than that's what you've lived with your entire life. And some of these guys or women, whichever sex, right? Some of them are doing exactly opposite. I don't know. I'm a little bit distracted. I'm kind of looking at chat right now. But you know what? You've got a lot of empathy. I mean, you've had your own struggles. You've had your own shite. A lot of times it doesn't necessarily have to happen. This trauma doesn't necessarily have to come from home. And it doesn't have to be physical. It doesn't
Right.
have to be.
Yeah, I've dealt with
You
things.
know?
I just nothing. You know, and I'm thankful that I haven't dealt with certain things in my life, but I also understand that it's not all roses, you know, for people. Like, sunshine roses. It's not like.
Yeah. You were talking, you know, like saying maybe make a map on this case. Now, just my personal mommy advice for you, please don't deep dive this case.
I've tried not to. I've tried really hard not to because
I don't want you to. Like, if I could ask you not to and you would listen, but you're like really like my child because you don't listen to a word I say.
I do what I want.
Don't do that. But the empathy that's in you is unreal. Like I said, this doesn't have to necessarily come from home or start with family. No parenting book. Right, Carrie? Yeah, and the PTSD diagnosis. I mean, a lot of us have got PTSD. And I've had it since we were very, very young. Every abuse is tough, you know. I mean, with my fibromyalgia, I have a constant reminder of what my mother was every single day. I remember what she is, and I don't talk to her, but it pisses me right off that I'm in full pain almost pretty regular on the regular, and she's just off living her freaking life. But karma's karma. I'll just stay out of it. As long as she stays the hell away from my bubble, I'm good.
I think the day I visit Canada is the day, not to be, guys, me and Franky have had some really deep conversations. I feel like I'm allowed to say this. The day I visit Canada is the day that Franky's like, my mom's passed. Like, I'm coming. Like,
I want you guys here so bad.
Like, because you, and I've told you this before, like, you being kicked out really young, I was like, if I was alive back then, which I was, but I was like a child, and obviously I don't live in Canada, but my parents would have immediately taken you in. Like,
yeah, right? And there are people like that.
Come on in. Like,
aw,
you're ours
yeah.
now. Like,
yeah, you see, and that wasn't how I was raised. It's like, honestly, the night that she kicked me out, my younger brother and I were fighting over pizza toppings. It's like, what? I mean, as I got older, people I used to hang out, they've gone through jail. Where do they go? Back to their moms. Me, I fought over pizza toppings, and it's like, yeah, you can get the hell out.
That's just...
Oh, and then I got stubborn, right? And it's like, alrighty.
If anything,
I was running through a field with my younger brother chasing me, crying, no, don't go. It was like freaking horrible.
If anything, that says a lot about your mom, you know, like pizza toppings, guys. You got this out for pizza toppings. Like, that says a lot about her. And my God,
yeah. And I mean, there had been things before that, right? But that was just kind of, I guess, the argument that did her in. But yeah, nothing serious. I mean, I wasn't freaking robbing banks, and it was like I was being a kid, and not even really one of the bad ones, just stubborn, right? Go figure, I was a stubborn child. Where's your mom? Good morning, my jazz.
No, that's exactly right, Chopper. Family doesn't have to be blood. I think some of the best family is the people you get to pick.
Exactly. Did you hear Jazzy? Your mom. I know everyone says this about their dogs. Mom. That's exactly, as Mom's saying here, codependency and trauma bonded. Yes. And the more you accept from an individual, regardless of who it is, the further they're going to eventually take it.
And I highly recommend, guys. I know we've all had, like, we grew up differently. We deal with things differently. I spent a lot of time self-reflecting and being by myself, and like, just trying to figure out me and being happy with just being by myself. Like, I think that's really important.
Yep.
I think
I'm very good at that.
I think that helps, like, establish your relationships with other people. If you're okay being you and being by yourself and, like, just figuring out life on your own, you're going to be that much better with someone else. Like,
oh my God, at 13, trying to figure things out. I remember, I remember finding this place to live with a friend of mine's older sister. So I packed everything in. I was so excited. And then she asked for money, and I was like,
I'm 13. Like, you know, and
I was like, I thought I had to pay at the end of the month. And I did. I thought you paid rent after you've stayed there. Like, I didn't know it. I know. Jazzy. I literally thought that, okay, you move your stuff in, and at the end of the month, you pay your rent. I didn't realize it was the first of the month. I had no way.
You were 13. You're not
I
supposed to
know.
be out and about by yourself. Like, you're supposed to be an adult that's like, I'm going to take care of you.
Yeah.
I'm going to do everything that I can for you. You put a roof over your head, clothes on your back, food on the table. You're supposed to have someone guiding you throughout this whole entire time. And just to be kicked out and abandoned like that, and you're just like, oh, well, I'm going to go try to get a place on my own. Like, as a kid, you don't think about those things. Like, I know kids at some point, they're like, I'm going to run away and find my own place and get my own apartment. And, like, you're like, you're 13. You can't get a job. Like, you can't.
Yeah, you can't do anything. Like, you cannot do anything.
There are so many skills that kids that age don't have and understand. Like,
it's true. Yeah, it's true. It's just like, but you know what? I made it. And I mean, you know, a lot of the things about the wolves that, you know, about the wolves that I've dealt with, which I'll never, you know, talk online about. Those, some shit maybe, but not details, right?
Phone call.
And yeah. I struggle with an abused can become the abuser. How? Why? It doesn't happen to everyone. Why does one and not the other? That's a really good question, and one I can't answer. Like, it's like, oh, yes, you're very bang on, Carrie. I feel most folks on this channel are empaths, and I couldn't agree more. I know that myself, very empathetic, and empathic. As soon as I feel those emotions that somebody else is feeling, I'm done for. Like, I can't do anything but do my best to help that person. You know what I mean? Yes, everybody copes and evolves differently when put in similar circumstances. It's very true. I pushed it away, not talked, not dealt with it, and thought one day I'll snap. No one got hurt other than myself. That's when the path I ended up. Well, we're glad to have you here, Tracy. We love you on this channel. I mean, we love everybody that's in here. You guys are all, your hearts are huge, and you're not drama seekers. You guys honestly want to understand and know why these things happen, how these things happen. Is there any way we can stop this stuff from happening? Yeah, can you shed any more light on the second phone thing, Mekci? I'll pin that and I'll put it up and I'll show her when she gets back.
Oh, I heard it.
Okay.
Mel, you're the one that told me that. Like, can you shed light on it?
I've heard that there is a second phone that's nastier than the first.
But so we talked about that. Like, this guy, from, if I'm understanding it correctly, and if his friends are supposed to be believed, I don't know if you guys have heard any of like his past friends doing these interviews on YouTube. From what I understand, this guy, if he is truly a pedo, he saves these. He wouldn't have just deleted them. He has them somewhere else.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because that's what they do, right? That's what they do. One of my attacks, there was pictures involved, and we didn't have the internet and stuff back then. Like, I will say, he kicked the crap out of me. I tried to get away. That didn't work out. And he did take photos. And to this day, I mean, I'm 56 years old, wondering, are those out there somewhere? Because the mother trucker kept it.
Yep.
Because
they need, they do to share. Like, this is how they get into those other things, So there's like a group of people online somewhere in the dark web that are like, hey, the only way you can join our group is if you share your own stuff or
Yeah.
you give us something, and that way we know that you're truly a pedo, right?
Oh, yeah. Chopper, I feel like I have the right to say hello to everyone. I mean, you're another person that's just, I mean, everybody's got these hearts, right? It's pretty awesome. Yep. No, I don't tolerate abuse or drama anymore. I get, if I see drama coming my way and I don't care where it's coming from, I get rid of it right now. I don't need no drama in my life. I'm too old for that shite. And abuse is never accepted. Well, yeah, I honestly don't think we'll know anything till trial. You see, the thing with that is we won't see a lot of this stuff because she was only 13 years old. She's a minor.
Yeah, I don't,
So,
and it has to be up to the family. Like the family has to agree to
yeah,
let that autopsy be out in public because she is a minor.
yeah, exactly.
We
Yeah,
might get like
exactly.
a cause or manner of death,
Mhm.
but I don't think we'll get the full report. Which I don't care to get the full report either, to be honest. Like, I don't even want
No,
to see that.
I have a couple questions, but I can numb out those autopsies and stuff. I can numb them out. It's like I almost go into a different compartment in my brain, and that's where I lock it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty good at doing that too. I already know where this is going, like, kind of thing.
I have
I
questions.
don't
Like
need to. I just don't need to see
we've
it.
heard, he was big into weapons. Now, if that's the case, is that a COD? We don't know. Also, there talks about medications. Is
Yeah.
that the COD? I don't
Because he
know.
was a huge prescription guy. He really
Yeah,
liked his prescriptions.
yeah.
Um,
Chopper says family is not always based on blood. No, it's not. You guys are my family. You guys are my family. I have my son, my dad, and an aunt. And other than that, oh, and my brother. Other than that, no, 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 no.
and Pam, I just want to say, like, Pam, don't let people like bully you like that. Like, depression is a real thing. It is,
Oh,
and you
hell yeah.
deal with it how you deal with it whenever you can, like,
Yeah.
and how you
We
can.
do love to laugh, Carrie. You're right. Yep. Yep. You're right. Don't cry, laugh. That's kind of. I love laughing.
Well, you kind of have to, like, when you deal with stuff like, or see these things like on a daily basis. Like, if you don't laugh at some point, you're gonna drive yourself crazy. Like,
Yeah. 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 You have to put everything, a lot of things have to go into a totally different box and bring it out when you need to deal with it and then put it back when you're done. I've poured a few things out, but everyone seems to be in another chat mind. In here, if that's the case, I'm sorry. Yes, codependent people are dangerous people. I could not agree more.
right. And I know, Mal, like, because me, like, we had that group chat the other day on Discord. I really enjoy talking to you, Mal. You have like a really good
Outlook.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
love hearing people's like opinions about certain things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, Carrie. I had an Italian stepdad, absolutely loved me and saved me at 6, 7 years old. Well, bless him, right? Bust a moo. Gay people learn early on that friends are your chosen family. And isn't that the saddest freaking thing
Yeah.
ever, Busta? Like, how can you base a person on what goes on behind closed doors? Like, are you freaking kidding me already? Yeah, black, brown, purple, green,
Yeah.
straight, lesbian.
Zero.
It doesn't matter.
What
Jesus.
your preference is, but what I do care about is how you treat me.
That's it. Me and my loved ones. Don't be an asshole. And I'm going to get myself in trouble. I'm feisty this morning.
It is Sunday.
It is. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. Welcome to the think tank. That is my chinchillas running on their wheel there.
Getting that workout.
Yeah, having their workout. How I see things. If you don't like how I live, then here's the door. Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's true. Child labor is the most affordable labor. And that's absolutely.
Because they're like, oh, Jonathan.
It's just like, oh my word.
That's why I like him. He's so random.
Where are you? Hello.
Yeah,
I've been
seeing those reports, Mal, that Jen is being now investigated. Again, I'm just taking that with, I don't want to jump on her like that yet. Yet.
I want to wait too. I want to wait until we see something from
it is super sketchy. She's I don't know if she's mistaken. And I really find it hard to believe that she could be mistaken about the time. It really sounds like she's lying to me.
Yep.
But I don't know.
Yep.
I'm not an expert. I need to wait for confirmation. Hey,
Yeah,
Tony.
I mean, there's so many things that we don't know right now, and so many questions. Like you say, the phone, possible weapon now. Where did this happen? Who took her to school? Allegedly. Where was the mother at the birthday party? Just so many different things that we need details, right, Busta? Yeah, ketchup, mustard, and mayo don't come with a fridge. I was given to a biker gang at 16. Oh, Christina, I am so sorry.
That is freaking terrible.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, Mind of Monsters. I see you, Mel. I'm just going one-to-one. There's a lot of chit-chat, so I'm just kind of... Many get it.
I don't know. Someday, maybe when the channel grows, would you consider doing call-in, Frankie? Like someday when your
Absolutely
channel grows
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sorry, we don't have that set up at this point.
No. But I would find that great because if you do become a member, you can join Discord. If you become a member of the channel, you can join Discord. And we do have private chats over there. Like everybody can speak what they want to say. It's just kind of hard on YouTube because people want to say what they have on their, just the way they speak. And it's kind of hard because YouTube will block you and demonetize and
all sorts of trouble. I just have to check something, you guys. Good Lord.
Yeah, not everybody. Not everybody.
Okay, where are you? Zap. You and your big as what can go the hell away. Yeah, another one that gets in the back there quite often.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. H2O02H or something. And they change their name up. They go back in there and then they come out here with a different name. That's how I ended up getting rid of
Rapper.
P9's husband that one time. I zapped him out because I had H2O back there and I seen that name I wasn't familiar with. So I just went, okay, bye.
What do you think of basement dwelling creators who are also rappers? I like rappers. If you're a good rapper, I'm all for it. And I don't mind basement dwellers. Whatever your situation is none of my business. Just be good. I don't really care.
Yeah. I mentioned earlier cops had found another phone but refused to say who it belongs to. So the mother handed over hers, right?
I would hope so.
Do we know that for sure? We know that they have got Maddie's.
I mean, just from an investigation point of view, yeah, you would take everybody's cell phone and just be like, go get yourself a burner. I don't really know. But Mal, when we were talking on Discord, Mal said that when they looked at his phone, they saw that it was being shared, possibly, maybe, I'm not quite sure, with like the same IP address to like another device.
Mm-hmm.
And when they went and searched again that device, like I guess they asked Jen, they're like, hey, like, do you own this? And she was like, no, this is my stuff. This is what I have. Like, so whatever that's being shared to is not mine. I don't know if that's true or not. But it makes sense to me, again, because this is dealing with a child. And if he was recording these things, he's probably sharing them. So he has to have them somewhere. He didn't just delete everything. He probably has a Dropbox or some sort of just another device that he can share it with.
These people are everywhere. Jesus. And you know what, Pam? I'll put that back up. It's not that easy.
No, it's not.
It's like they're dumb. Like, if it was that easy, do they not think that that's what people would choose?
Also, while we're on the subject, like, if anyone ever tells you that or tries to gaslight you saying like, oh, you're angry, you shouldn't be angry, like there's no reason. No, don't ever let someone tell you that what you're feeling is wrong. That's your right. You can feel whatever feeling you're feeling. It's perfectly normal. It's how you react to that feeling that gets you in some trouble or pickle, depending on the situation. But you're never wrong for feeling the way you feel. If you're mad, you're mad. That's perfectly okay. If you're upset, you're upset. That's perfectly okay. Don't let someone tell you that you cannot feel the way you're feeling at the moment, because it's how you deal with things. It's how you react to that feeling. Like, but all these things are perfectly normal, you know, like, so if you're depressed, girl, be it. But like, don't let people tell you that that's not okay.
I hope I didn't ban somebody wrong again. I'm just kind of looking to make sure everyone's there that should be. That guy wanting call-ins. Hey there, Tony, we haven't seen you for a while. Yeah, let me see again. Let me check in the back.
They might be. I mean, that's kind of why always do your own research.
Absolutely.
vet it, make like, and take it for what it is. Like, keep it in your brain, store it. If you're looking at something, you're like, I'm not sure if that's true. Just keep it in your brain and store it, because something might come out later that you're like, oh, that totally makes sense. That's totally true. Like, or it's not. But we shouldn't try to bash people. Franky's not that channel. She doesn't go out and try to bash anyone.
Nope. No, again, that comes right back to drama. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't bash other creators and just kind of do my thing. I'm not here for that. And that's not why I'm here. I don't care what they do. I might like dislike them, but it's like I just don't watch them.
I think what's going on, why we haven't seen the big M charge on him yet, or on anyone, is because they are in no rush to get like, they have 180 days, I think, in Florida. So what Stephan is being charged with right now, he's gonna be like, they got him. They're in no rush to try. They're getting all their ducks in a row. They're trying to like do everything they can to make sure that they have it right before they put those charges on, I think.
Yeah.
Because he's already gonna be there for life, so that he's not going anywhere.
No, he's done like dinner. So now it's I heard, again, don't know if this is true, haven't seen it out in documents at this point, but they're also saying that they stayed in the same room, which is disturbing. We've heard them talk about that. And we've also heard a rumor going around that maybe she's pregnant. Now, these are things, if so, we'll never know. Well, won't know for some time. Yeah. And, we were talking yesterday, there's easier ways to do that than to unalive her, unless she was about to tell everybody. I mean, there's so much unknown. We know that this guy's an absolute pig. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of red flags, Mom. Why is the mother being looked at? Because you watch different interviews with her and she changes. We dropped her off at school. No, he dropped her off at school. We did this. No, he did this. She changed her story. Like, even in one interview, you would see where she would say one thing and then off on something else. It's like, and nothing is really making sense. I
don't understand the whole, he's seen on camera throwing away some like her stuff at 7:30, yet she's saying that she's seeing her get dressed at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And like, why is he throwing away her stuff then at 7:30?
And
that,
where did he sleep? We don't even know if he drove over there. She gave him a call and he drove over there, or if actually he does live in another place and picked her up. The mother, I didn't see her since last night. And then it was like, I seen her leave at 8. And it's like, what the hell? She doesn't make any sense.
I really want to listen to that Spanish interview like for myself. I still haven't been able to find it but there is something that the grandmother says, and again, I don't know how she should be believed or take it for a grain of salt, but at the very start of the interview, she says something like, Jen overslept and called him to come get her. Get her from where? From your house? From the grandma's house? From from your house? Where was he at? Like, was he staying somewhere else? Was he at your apartment? and then drove to get Maddie from grandma's. Like, what do you mean come get her? Like,
yeah, how did that work out? Yeah, there are too many red flags right now to even keep track of. You know, all we really know, hey Mo, all we really know right now is that they're still investigating. You know, oh, I would absolutely, I'll bring that back up. I think people are making stuff up, frankly. Do you know, I would say that a lot of stuff is being made up because facts aren't out right now. So anything we do say, as usual, is just chit chat, not facts, unless we say there's a document to go with it. This is just spinning ideas.
yeah.
Yeah, it has, Christine. This one's been rough. Yeah.
Very possible curse.
Yeah. You know, and I won't read the probable cause. Not a hope in hell. I know other channels will and have, but I can't do it. It's way too graphic. Way too graphic. It's like reading a Danielle Steele book on steroids.
Yeah. I mean, like, I read the unredacted one. I was like, yep, I get it. Like, don't even want to go there.
Yeah. Yeah. I have no doubt, Mel, or sorry, Chopper. I have no doubt. Yeah, they did have crime scene tape at that condo. They sure did. They sure did. And Mom was saying that it's in a gated area, that apartment or townhouse, condo, whatever they are, is in a gated community. So last time she went out there, cops were letting people in. They had to show ID to prove that they lived in that little area. But she did say today she was going to drive by and see if that gate is open. And if so, we might be able to see some pictures or video.
Just how ironic is this? This is like something that stuck with my mind. You live in a gated community. You know why people live in a gated community when they have condos and apartments? It's because they want to feel safe, right?
Yep.
Instead of just having like an open area where people can just come in and out. It's gated. So you feel there's a sense of security. Like you're like, oh, I'm safe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yet this shite is happening inside of your home.
Yep.
Like,
yeah.
And it did happen inside of the home. It's proven. It's on the probable cause. It happened inside of the home. The abuse that was happening for years.
Ever long. Yeah. If he was with the mom for 7-8 years, this was not just 2 years ago. I would be shocked. Maybe not to the full extent of what started up in 2 years ago, but shite was happening. Those pigs.
I have this theory, and it's not a favorable one, but it definitely is possible that Maddie saw him more of it as like a boyfriend. He groomed her enough that maybe she thought she was in a relationship with this guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very true because that's what they do.
But if that's the case, how did the mom not see that? You know, I would think there'd be some flags unless she herself was also groomed to a certain position. That's also very possible that mom is just terrified of him.
There's that. There is that. Or she has also been groomed.
Yeah.
So mom said she's 10 minutes from Madeline's school and we'll drop out a chat for a few minutes when she gets there. Wow. Bless her heart, Mom. And I'm not religious, but bless your heart. Problem is, if it happened in the condo, Jen was home. Well said, Christine.
And that's kind of what I was trying to like figure out was like her work schedule. I'm like, is she working like weird hours? Like, does she go overnight? But like, if she works for Disney, like, I can't imagine she's working overnight.
She's still working for Disney.
Was
she still working for Disney?
And I think Mom posted some documents that she was working from home. If she was working from home, then you should have seen all of this stuff. I don't know. This is just my opinion. She could have just been. I don't really know about Jen. I'm trying to hold off. Like,
but she's definitely was still working at Disney.
Yeah, but I think she was working from home. Is the thing,
like an office paperwork type.
Yeah, because I think
secretarial.
At some point, I think I saw her job title as like she was like a vacation planner person, like for Disney. Like so you could call her up and be like, "Hey,
want to stay for this long?"
Yeah, and she'd set it up for you. I'm assuming that's what it was, but
okay, yeah. So the boyfriend's phone, they handed them over right at the very beginning. They just handed them over to the cops. He did a factory reset, thinking that would
don't forget to throw accidentally in there.
Yeah, he accidentally did a factory reset, accidentally, and handed it over to the cops. Well, of course, that doesn't matter to the cops. He's just
that kind of when I read that, I was like, are you joking? I used to work for like a cell phone company, and I'm like, you can't just like, if you guys ever look, I don't know what kind of phone you have, it takes several clickings to factory reset your phone. It's not just something that you can accidentally do.
So I just said yes to this, and now I'm backtracking. They have not had Madeleine's funeral, right? It's just
they have
got the ashes.
No, they have had a funeral for her.
They have had the funeral?
From what I've heard.
Okay.
I haven't read a report on it, like a news article or anything, but I've seen a lot of people saying, like, reliable people saying that it happened.
Yeah. You see, and in this case, this is going to be the thing. This is where we're going to get a lot of our information, is family and friends of the family as to what's on a lot of this documentation, just because of her age. Right?
Did you read what Tony just said? He said Shauna could accidentally do it.
I'm so far from the top. Let me go, or from there. Let's see. I'll go way back to the bottom here.
Tony, your bitterness is showing. Stop it. Stop
it. You're so bad. Oh, yes, there is that too, Danielle. And the GoFundMe. Allegedly, they got $17,000 from it to help with funeral expenses. And then we find out that the funeral home did this at no cost. So somebody just got given 17 grand.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah. Mr. Factory Reset. Exactly. Yeah, it was so her sister.
Funny. It just cracks me up. I love dumb criminals. I know this is like a sad case, but guys, like, I have a sense of humor, and I love dumb criminals like this. Like, just like, there's a cloud, right?
Right? Oh my God.
If you're gonna factory reset your phone, you should absolutely, pro tip, $5.91, delete your cloud.
Exactly. Exactly. Maddie's friends should be interviewed too. I think you're 1,000% right, Mel. I think that they all need to be talked to. They've got specialized cops that are very good with talking to children. So I'm sure they would be on it. I'm hoping that they would be on it because those children will probably be where they get their best information. You know, they're not little kids, they're not 4 and 5. And allegedly, she was telling her mom, allegedly, as well as school friends, allegedly, what was going on. So, yeah, those kids, they need to be talked to. Okay, get your snacks.
And here's the thing
Nice.
too, like if she did tell her mother, if that's true, and she did tell her mom, that really says that mom is either a shitty parent or she was that like what's the word? She was that like mentally like already changed that she was like, oh no, Stefan would never do that. Like that's my boyfriend. He wouldn't do that. Like he's good to my kid. Like also, I just want to say I find it really weird, and this is just my own personal opinion. I'm sure like there's people out there who get really close to kids that are not theirs when they're just like in a relationship with someone. I would never call them my ex, like my stepchild. If I was not married to that person, I would never call that child my stepchild. And I find that weird.
What do you, before I say anything, you guys are seeing that unknown caller asking questions and doing stuff. It's a troll. So any mods, zap him out and I'll get him in the back. And if you don't have chance, but don't answer his questions because he's asking where people live and what state they're in. So just be careful of that particular troll. My eyes are peeled. Oh, you're very welcome. Safety first, right? Safety first. Usually they just want to come in and say gross things, but I don't know what that one's agenda is. I don't know if it's a...
And we've all seen the interviews, and I saw the interview with the mom, and I saw certain things like I saw fear like when she was in that interview, and I didn't know like where that was coming from. This is still why I'm trying to reserve my feelings towards her, because I don't know where any of those feelings that she's showing are coming from. What is that?
It's because she's got no feelings. She's showing fear and anxiety is what I see. I see anxiety.
That's what I see too. Like a lot of fear, like just she's scared. I don't know if she's scared because she's scared of getting caught.
I would think.
Or if she's scared that she's not being believed, or I don't know where that's stemming from. I'm just telling you guys what I saw in the interview when it first came out.
Had to do a factory reset on my iPad a few years ago. It asked me about 6 times if I was sure.
Are you sure?
Told me I would lose my info and needed my Apple ID. It's not something that happens in a click. Exactly. Exactly, miss.
Yeah, you can't just ask.
no
They're like, I need you to put in your PIN code. Give me your firstborn. What's your DNA? Okay, you really want to factory reset your phone? Please click next. Like,
yeah,
and like you can't just do it like accidentally.
And then if you don't know how to, well, if you have no smarts, you're going to think it works maybe, but there is the cloud, and there's people that are specially trained to break into these things and suck out everything that they can. A factory reset, just dumb criminal. Just a
Yeah.
dumb
Oh, and
criminal.
I'm here for that. I love dumb criminals. I love it.
Yeah, it's
Please
true.
Google search what you want to know. Google search it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who's that guy?
Constantly.
We haven't even kept up with him, but like he took his wife's life, but then was like Google searching like what's the best way to get rid of a body? How long does it take for a body to just decompose like on top of soil rather than underneath it? Like this guy was insane. Like,
Right?
and then they show up to the house and she's still there. He did nothing. Like he did nothing. I'm
Zap.
sorry I'm laughing. I just like really love dumb criminals. Like
Yeah, they're the best. Yeah, they're the best. She was a desperate woman and he took advantage of it and she let him do it. Now that makes total sense. Total sense. No. This morning we have an alert on our phones 30 minutes from me. Baby missing, they found in shed of General Electric property and her condition is not clear. Oh, Lordy. I was also surprised when I got my new iPad. It asked if I wanted to set up Louis the previous and put everything on my new iPad all from the cloud. I didn't have to install anything. Right?
yeah. That's the beauty about the cloud.
It's like, oh my word. Yeah, zapped. Bastards, bye-bye. Yeah. Let's see here. 8 months old? Jeez.
Yeah.
As a single man myself, I see women tossing their kids aside all the time so they can go out and get a man. It's
Yeah.
like, oh my God. Yeah, like it's don't you get to a certain age where you're comfortable with just being by yourself?
Yep.
You know, if you know my situation, Mexi, like my
Mhm.
situation. And I'm not freaking going to the bars and hunting, and hubby's not going to the bars. It's just like, don't you get to a certain age where,
None of that stuff matters anymore.
so mom is at Madeline's school, so she is dropping out of chat. Thank you very much. Sending loves and hugs and
Thank you, Mom.
yeah. Oh, that was a sad one, wasn't it? When that guy just got convicted, didn't he? Whoa, miss, that is a horrible story. But that's it. There's nut bags all over the place. Yeah, bless you, sweetheart. Mom. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you, Shauna. Yeah, we get alerts, but we don't get them very often. Not often. And thank God, never around here. Knock on wood. It's true. Yeah, some people, men and women alike, just can't be alone or don't want to be. It's true. It's true. As you get older, I'm hoping that, like I say, I'm pretty comfy hanging out with myself. And when hubby's home, I'm equally as happy. But I'm not out feeling like I have to meet a bunch of people. I'm just not there in life. Good morning, Wolfie. I have a good mom. She was single, but very cautious about the men around us kids. She put us first by a long shot. And that is the main thing. That is the main thing. Listening in? Oh, great to have you, though. Everyone is here. Hello. That's the thing. Yeah. Yeah. And I'm 24/7 true crime and pets. That's how I spend my life. I'm researching or watching true crime on the tube, watching people stream. Friends like mom, I try to catch her streams if I'm on the couch. It's, yeah. Oh, where's that? Yep. I'm a Southern gal. Yes, you are. Our law's a joke anyway. Him training to become a lawyer, attorney, heaven help all victims. Can you imagine? Yeah, Mekci says you're the same. You don't mind hanging out on your own either. Okay, so let's see here. I think we're gonna take a quick look at this. Let's see here. How am I gonna do this? Just like this.
Dozens of friends, family, and strangers came together to remember the life of 13-year-old Madelaine Soto. Good evening. I'm Greg Warman.
And I'm Martha Sigalski. The young girl's body was found in a rural area of St. Cloud on Friday. And tonight,
I'm going to go back there for just a second. So I'm trying to figure out, most likely, is this grandma's house? Like, it is a fair size. And I think those tassels in the back are the ones that she was playing with in that picture. Day before this happened to her.
On Friday and tonight, a service was held at Peace United Methodist Church in Hunters Creek. It's located down the street from where Maddie went to school. Rafael Perez is live there for us right now. And Rafael, you spoke with several of those young classmates who attended.
Yeah, so they say that the whole school is grappling with this loss right now. They hope that the service that was held out here earlier tonight will help in the healing process.
Friends, we have come together tonight in grief.
Look at all of the people that are honoring her. I mean, I hope she's looking down and seeing how much love was coming her way.
Acknowledging the tragic loss of Madelaine Soto.
Praising my Savior.
In song and in prayer, a community trying to heal after the tragic loss of 13-year-old Madelaine Soto.
And it was like a hole is missing because everybody at school, even, they're like sad.
Emmanuel De Jesus and Aiden Luciano both go to Hunters Creek Middle School. That's where Madelaine went. And they tell us everyone has been affected by the loss.
Everybody was devastated. A lot of people crying, teachers crying, students crying.
Madelaine's
13 years old, and all of these kids.
body was found on Friday in a rural area in St. Cloud after a large multi-county search. She was reported missing just days earlier. Right now, the prime suspect in her death, according to investigators, is her mother's boyfriend, Stephan Stearns.
I was like in shock. Like, that was like the first time I heard something like that.
The two middle schoolers walked over to the service on Wednesday to remember Madeleine. And while it's been a difficult time for so many, they're hoping there will be justice for their classmates soon.
So to get justice, it would like, there's still going to be a hole in people's hearts, but it might close it a bit more just if there's justice.
So tonight we come together in our grief, but we also come together in our belief. Our belief that even in the face of the darkest tragedies, the light of our Lord continues to shine, offering healing and hope.
This is my story.
You know, I'm listening to this, and if that mother was involved, oh my word.
Mind you, none of the family, like this was like a memorial service that was held by the city. None of the family attended this.
Didn't the grandma even?
None of the family attended this memorial service.
Yeah, that's disturbing.
This is my song, praising my Savior.
All right, so it's important to note that as of right now, no one has been charged in the death of Madelaine Soto. But again, right now, the prime suspect, according to investigators, is her mother's boyfriend, Stephan Stearns. But if you have any information that could help give some closure to the people who loved Madeleine so much, be sure to give Kissimmee Police a call. We're now reporting live.
So, yeah, absolutely. If anybody has any information, they're even saying call 911 if you need to. It's heartbreaking.
Yes. What chipper indeed. This guy deserves it. I know he's not charged with taking her life, but he's charged with enough despicable things that, yeah, he deserves a wood chipper.
Yeah.
Or something even worse. I don't know. But like,
yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing, Tony. The potential of one person is staggering. We will never know what she could have done with her chance. There's so many kids. And the saddest and the sickest part is a lot of these, it's the parents.
lately, it has been the parents.
Oh.
I don't know what happened. If like just conspiracy out there, COVID. I don't know. Maybe that messed with people's brains. I have no idea. But like something happened recently where I feel like a lot of more violent crimes against kids are happening. Or maybe we're just hearing about it more. I don't really know. But parents, what are you doing? Like what?
The world is going bonkers though right now. Like, look at what's happening in New York and look at these farmers that are protesting all over the place. And look what's happening in New York City right now. It's like, oh, buckle up. Buckle up. Pretty ignorant shite going on. So I'll just keep covering true crime because that shit's too crazy. So what is that? Yeah. No, this isn't the one where the grandparents gave over custody. But you know what I just heard about Kayla Montgomery? Is that her mother has all of her other kids. So can Kayla move in with her mother and be with all those children?
She freaking better not.
I don't know if she's been told not to. Stopped at the school, left her cross, went by the church, heading to the condo now, 15 minutes to the condo. Oh, Mom, thank you so much. Be safe on those crazy Florida streets. I watch some of these cities where they've got like these lanes that just keep piling up, zipping all over the place. It's like, yeah, no, a little 2-lane highway. I'm good. That's true. Kids aren't something as they used to be. Kids are expected to act like adults for some reason. There seems to be. Mhm.
I don't understand that. Like, why that? Why?
Yep. Agreed. Yeah, it's true, Wolfie. I've been following a few of these ones with kids. It's rough. I suspect the parents in too many of these. That's the sad thing, is it's happening in the homes. It's not stranger danger. It's there's I got swell words all wanting to. It's coming from their homes. This is Madeline Soto. She was a little girl that went missing, and the stepdad is in the hoosegow for things that are absolutely disgusting that they found on his phone. And M charges have not been made yet, but I do believe that it's coming. What do you think? Do you think it's coming, friend?
It will. Yeah, they're gonna charge someone. I don't know if it's gonna be the mom or him, or I think that's why they're taking their time with it. Again, like I said, they already have him. He's going to prison for life. If he wants to take it to trial, he's gonna get the death penalty. Like, that's how strict Florida is with their things with people that do things to kids. You're gonna get the death penalty for sure. Especially
my
the proof that they have. So they're just taking their time, like putting the rest of it on there.
I've heard that too, Dandy, that they're waiting on toxicology as well. Have you heard that as well, Mekci?
Yeah. And I mean, because the toxicology reports and that kind of stuff, they do take a minute. So probably what they're waiting on. That is a theory that's going out that it could have, whether that was accidental dosage or on purpose. I don't know. But regardless, it's still going to be an M charge for it. Because she wasn't taking those willingly.
Absolutely not. How twisted did he get this situation to be?
I don't even Misty Blue. Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. Like, they have the death penalty for child crimes in Florida.
So, Mind of Monsters, Mama is almost to the condo, and she said she will be back. We so appreciate you. Oh, my word. Much love.
We don't have a soundboard, so I'm just going to do a clapping.
We're clapping. Yay, Mom.
Thank you so much for doing that. Like,
yeah. I mean, you want to show respect, you know. And Mom was good enough to grab some flowers for us and include us. So I can't appreciate that. I mean, lots and lots and lots. I was going to say I don't have a limit of the appreciation. I mean, if I was close, I'd want to do the same thing. So I appreciate you and your heart. That's very interesting, Misty Blue. I'm wondering if he's connected to the other bus. The interesting thing about that is they're in the same community.
I love that we're all thinking the same thing. We're just like, we all saw that and we're like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Let's put a
Right?
pin in that and come back to it because I'd like to see if that's connected.
Yep. Yep. Well, I mean, we know that there is, when it comes to young kids and people being abused like that, they usually do have drop boxes. They like their little
Yep.
souvenirs.
And we have to
And
share it to be part of the crew.
Yeah.
Whatever crew that is. I don't even care, but I do care, but like I don't want to be part of that crew, obviously. But yeah, they need stuff like this to share, to be like, I'm one of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here's the proof.
Well, and they like a variety. They start to get a little group together where there's this pig's associated with that pig is associated with that pig. And they just start switching their photos around. It's just like so freaking gross. Yeah,
Put me on
yay,
an
no.
island with a bunch of dogs and I would be happy as hell.
Put them alone on Snake Island, drop them in the middle of that rainforest where those massive mean snakes live, and let Mother Nature do the rest.
Yep.
This is the problem, Tony, and I can't agree more, my friend. What is the point of letting these guys out after so long? Is there really such a thing as rehabilitation? No way. No way do these guys get rehabilitated. They I don't know, get Alcatraz put that thing back together. Do something with these guys. Give them seeds, make them have their own gardens to feed themselves, and I don't know, but they don't need to be anywhere. Put them on Epstein frickin' Island. Put them on Snake Island. I like Snake Island personally.
I love Snake Island.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, he may have manipulated that his desires are normal. It's true. That is the thing. And I mean, we've seen stories in the past where a young girl falls in love with the abuser because they are being groomed to believe that this is the way it should be.
Yeah. There's a few interesting documentaries. First one that you all should see, which could be a possible scenario that happened here, is Abducted at Plain Sight.
Oh, God, that was good.
And this was a pedo who literally groomed the whole family. The mother, the father, and then took the child. It's sick. So watch with your own discretion. But it is a very good documentary series to watch. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
I've watched a few documentaries about pedos who, and I know this is probably going to trigger people, but like, trigger warning. There's people out there who literally know that they have a desire for kids, and according to them, they know that they have it, so they stay away. They go and move to like some remote like area, live their life away from kids, and they're like, I am that person, and they recognize it. I don't know how true that is, but it definitely is an interesting watch to hear if you're up for it and have the mentality where you're okay to hear this, because it is sick. It's interesting for sure that it's more like people think that it's in your head, like kind of thing. And maybe it is. I have no idea. Like, I'm not a professional in this. Like, maybe it is in your head. I don't know. And these guys recognize it and they're like, that's who I am. And it, like, I just need to be away from people. I don't know. Like, what do you do with these people? Like,
well, they should not get out, because statistically, they're going to do this again. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no fixing these people.
That's another thing too. When they talk about like, oh, we'll castrate them. Like, does that really fix the problem though? Because they could still like be sickos and not necessarily.
They turn to using items.
I don't know.
That's what they say, that typically if they've been through that, they will use objects.
Yeah.
And it's like, are you kidding me?
Again, these things are out there, guys. You can watch these documentaries. Do it at your own risk.
Mm-hmm.
But it is interesting to me, at least, because I really have a fascination with the human mind and why people do things that they do. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why do you feel that way? Why are you doing that? Like, what happened? Like, because there's people that have had a lot of trauma in their life and they're not killers. They're not. So, or they maybe they did have some really bad experience when they were a child, but they don't turn out that way. Like in their future, what happened? What is in your head that makes this happen? I find that absolutely fascinating.
Yeah.
It helps understand the psychology of some of these people, and it I don't know. I don't like it, but I do it for research.
Yeah, you have to be careful with that.
I know. This is why. Probably why I've like logged off my computer. I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah. And I mean, you guys got to. You guys need to do things, and I 24/7. You know me, but that doesn't mean that's the way everybody does it.
Mm.
You know, I imagine if I opened the vault that's tucked away in there, I'd probably make myself sick. But I literally
is important. Your mental health is important.
Yeah. Like I say, I've tried extremely hard not to get my brain going too deep. I just can't. Oh, maybe I'll find better there. I'm just going through information here, and there's
nothing new on her right now. A lot of it is speculation, and again, guys, like, take this stuff, do your research, look at it.
Absolutely.
And just put a pin in it, because some of this stuff might come back up.
I think we're going to hear fairly soon. If you guys, if something does, we don't know when an arrest will happen. I believe one's coming, but what do I know, right? So if anybody happens to, well, I guess I'm talking to Dandy, and Mekci. If I'm missing something and she's arrested, would you get a hold of me on my phone?
Girl, say no more. Okay.
It's like,
you know, the second if that woman gets arrested, like, your phone's gonna be blowing up.
I
Discord's
know.
gonna be blown up. Like,
I know.
Twitter is gonna be blown up.
I'm so
You're gonna
nervous. Yeah, I got a hold of Dandy the other night, and I said to her, I knew that you were done work, your weekend had started, so Dandy's been helping me an awful lot, and I appreciate everything you've been doing for me, Dandy. So it was the same. It's like, okay, if you can't get a hold of me and she gets arrested, can you please wake me up? And she's like, oh, hell yeah. Like, thank you. I don't want to miss that. I want to see if this woman is guilty of anything. I don't want to miss seeing her get her sorry butt picked up.
Mel,
I mean, hey,
I don't think mom's ignoring you. Mom's like, right now she's dropping
yeah,
off flowers and stuff for Maddie. So
okay. Melissa, not ignoring you, love. The sun glares on my phone. What did I miss? So let me see here. Melissa.
I promise you, mom's not ignoring you. And
no, she's driving.
And in her chat the other day, well, she's doing a live.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But we see you, Mel. We got you, girl.
Yep. Yep. Depends on prisons and what they have to do with TVs, tablets, etc.
That is a good question. Mom, have you been to the Gabby Petito bench?
Yeah, like I'm sure you must have gone to Brian's place, right?
From her though, like Florida's still a really big state, guys. Like, it takes a minute to get to where
Mom says, Melissa, I'll reply to you, love. I can today. Once I plant Madeline's flowers, we'll go to the Gabby's bench.
Oh, nice.
Love it.
That is so nice. Thank you, Mom.
Yep. Tony, you have not been around lately, so for the intermissions on the trial, you're not hearing your Rusty Chains being played. You have to hear it. I just love it. Mexi's magical. Yeah, I agree, Carrie. I think Mom is doing her thing and will need hugs. Yep. Agreed. Agreed. The mother, her interview deleted. Her interview decided what's what, and him, the way it was done, guilty pair of them. Can you get me the address, please, babe? Address for what? Magical Mekci. Yes, our magical Mekci.
Address for who? For Gabby? Gabby's bench. Got you. I'll send it to you.
For Gabby's bench.
I got you. I'll send it to you once I find it.
Yeah, you're right, Mel. Yeah. What a heart you've got. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see what ultimately have Franky send it on Twitter so I don't have to go on Discord on the phone. Okay. So just send it to me and
you'll send it to her?
Yep. Oh, Lordy.
Oh, well, it's at Northport Park.
Dandy, that's freaking disgusting. California releases thousands of petties less than a year after their convictions, data is showing. Oh, I can't even. Like, what? Am I waiting for something on Twitter? Possibly. Thank you. Copy. Okay, sent, Mom. Good to go. I like that. Mekci and the Magical Mystery Tour. I love it. Oh, yeah, you're right. And I mean, oh, la. Shite's happening. I don't even. Ugh. Yeah, Doug Live did go out there.
Also, by the way, I don't know if you guys heard, Doug Live is in the hospital. Oh, Melissa knows. I meant to tell you that the other day, Melissa, but I totally forgot.
Yeah, he had another heart attack.
Yeah. Let's send some prayers for him.
So that's 3 hours. Yeah. 3 hours from where Mom is, so she'll do it next weekend, she's saying.
You know what's interesting? This is in Newport. That Gabby's bench is in Newport. That's allegedly where, allegedly, let me say that, Stephan was living. Was in Newport.
Wow. He's at home recovering. I talked to Doug Live's daughter, Nina. He is at home recovering.
Right on.
Yeah, Doug Live. Yeah, he's gone through a lot, and he's not out to hurt anybody. He just does his thing, and yeah, he's had a rough year.
Yeah.
Oh, your father is buried in Florida. What a beautiful place.
Yeah, Gabby was from New York, and I'm not really sure what Laundry's story is because they apparently met in New York, but like his parents lived in Florida, so she went and stayed there for a year. And that's what's really messed up. And this is exactly why the parents are getting what they're getting right now with all the lawsuits, and they're winning. The Petitos are winning, is because that girl lived with you for a year.
Right?
She lived with you for a freaking year. You treated her like a daughter, and you just were like, "Oh, sorry, your kid's missing. We have no idea."
Yeah, he left her back there. She's good.
Mofos.
He borrowed it.
You knew exactly where the hell she was, and you kept. Oh, I hate them. It makes me so angry. Oh my god.
This wood was made for chipping. Oh my word. So I think, let's see here. I'm trying to figure out.
Jonathan, Franky misunderstood it. Yeah, in Newport. He was apparently living with his parents, like in Newport.
So Stephan's mother is that with the parents?
Yeah. And this is why I really, really want to listen to that Spanish interview. I'm not like trying to like bash anyone for your translation, but I'd really like to listen to it to myself for in my own ears, because Spanish doesn't always translate correctly. You know, once people start translating things, they put their own thing on it. So I'd rather listen to it myself.
Is that a question? Tony, or is that something you've heard? Mom, give me a treat, Mom.
Wow, they're really working it.
You're quite okay.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah. Mom. Mom.
I haven't had biscuits in 20 minutes. I need that.
Oh, it's true. Yeah. I know you're busy. I can tell because you're talking to the screen. So give me some treats or I'll just sit here and keep calling for you. Yeah, jazzy singing. There you go. It's funny because what I give her, I'll show you. It's that big. That's what she comes and sings for, is something that big. Ugh. I give her 2. There you go. Like these tiny, tiny little things, and she's just happier than ever.
I didn't hear that, Chopper. No Bond, really.
No. Are you serious already? Allah. Oh, that would be so awesome. Beagle all excited. Oh, you got it, right? I just can't. They're in every stream. I'm not editing them out. I just don't. This is the realities of my
You
world.
shouldn't. I think that's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's your life. You're like, this happens on a daily basis. Like
All day long. Yeah, they're my babies. They're my babies. Professional commercial type wood chipper. So what do you think, Mekci? I think it's just about, we've been going almost 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm ready when you are.
Anything more to add?
People suck. Not you guys, but like people suck. Not you guys, but like
yeah.
Watch out for your kids if you have them, man. Like, do you remember back in the day when, just real quick, like, you remember back in the day when, like, neighbors, it literally took a village? Like, I remember playing outside on the street, and my parents were comfortable letting me do this because somebody was always watching. Like,
yeah. Somebody. We used to live in a little cul-de-sac. We knew every single neighbor. Everybody had kids our age. And yeah.
Hug your kids. Pay attention. Believe them. Listen to their story.
Yep. Absolutely.
I think kids are a lot smarter than we give them credit for, obviously.
Damn straight. You know, and what they forget when they're out there doing this, most of them turn into adults. And when they turn into adults, ooh-wee, you got a little explaining to do.
Yeah, absolutely. You should be like, hey, when did you grow up? Why did you grow up like that? Like, what? Why? How are you
the hell
11?
would you have done this?
And maybe, you know, so, like, I grew up around adults. I hung out with adults. Like,
yeah.
So I have a different sense of humor. And
no, you got a great sense of humor.
So I don't know, but if your kids start talking to you about something, listen. Like, there's probably something there. I don't know. Like,
Okay, so I'm sorry, I got a little sidetracked. Chopper, Mekci, yeah, it's Babylon, Long Island. So does that mean they found something else in Babylon, Long Island?
Ay, Dios mío. Bendito.
Oh, okay. I do remember hearing about this at that park. Like,
There's been several lately. There was
Yep.
that young kid. I mean, and I say young kid, he was like in his 20s probably. That was found at a park in Long Island, close to where Rex Sherman lives.
And then there was that one's hands, fingers, toes, and
Yo, were you surprised that they showed pictures of that?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it? Oh my God. There's a news article where they actually have the pictures posted.
Really?
Of the parts that they found.
Good to see a Southern gal.
My goodness.
Yeah.
I mean, I know other countries do that, but like I don't think I've ever seen like a US article like that. Like really surprised.
Well, let's take a look at this for a second.
Hey, JJ.
Hello. I'm going to put something up here that could be pretty interesting.
There's a dangerous person where we're not able to ask for bail, and absurd results like the result in this case will ensue. They wrote this woefully inadequate law. They need to fix it.
Long Island District Attorney Ray Tierney slamming state Democrats after suspects charged with dismembering bodies were released under state bail laws. Suffolk County District Attorney Ray Tierney joins us now. So Ray, help us understand this case. So you've got some individuals, 4 of them, who are accused of dismembering.
Oh, these guys. Have you guys
seen
this? Yeah.
We've been like chatting about it on Discord.
Sure, we charge them with hindering prosecution, we charge them with tampering with evidence, and we charge them with concealing a human corpse. But under our bail laws, we can't ask for bail because we can't consider dangerousness.
The standard you asked for, Judge, there's the dangerousness meaning the like.
What did that even mean? We can't.
That's what I was just going to say.
What does that even mean?
Yeah. Oh my God. Are you serious?
No.
You got all these body parts all over the place, but we don't know how dangerous they are.
What? We can't put a label on the dangerousness. What?
Right? Oh my. Hi, Lizzie.
But Kathy Hochul, the governor of New York, said to you directly, we'll charge him with
Come here,
something
Liz.
more than charge him with murder. She said specifically, I think, do your job.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the frustration there is, in
your
today's
job.
day and age, if you look at this case, you've got blood. Blood means DNA. You have to get all that analyzed. That takes time. You've got phones. You've got license plate readers. You've got video. All of that evidence has to be culled through. And that's just some of the evidence. That takes time. What we were able to do is we were able to put the concealing and the tampering case together rather quickly, 7 days after the bodies were found. But that's not enough under New York state law. Again.
What? That's not enough.
New York seems to me to have some of the most craziest freaking criminals that we've heard of lately. What do you mean that your laws? What? They haven't done a risk assessment yet. They're just like, we don't have no idea what the what?
Right?
It's the craziest thing I've ever. I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
But it's true. I mean, it's like, just like James saying, what? What? Yeah, I'm flipping real. There was a story I covered last night on my live that had something about a dangerous hearing. What does that even mean? Like, yeah. Yes, they did, Tony.
I mean, if I go out into my backyard and I see someone slashing someone with a freaking machete, I think I can evaluate the danger fairly quickly. So I don't understand.
Oh, Lordy. Let's look at
Because
this.
we can't consider dangerousness.
Yeah. And I mean, I think for anyone watching, it's a question of whether or not, people who have dismembered a body should remain behind jail while their case is pending, or the state laws might be, off. Who's doing their job? That's the question. I've enjoyed having you on in the past. I have a particular curiosity about the Gilgo Beach serial killer, alleged Rex Heuermann. It's been some time since you and I last spoke. Do you have any updates on the case of the Gilgo Beach serial killer?
So between now and the time we last spoke, we charged a fourth murder, the murder of Maureen Brainerd Barnes, and we were able to do that. We're using cutting edge DNA, nuclear DNA, so we have very strong results with regard to the DNA. That is the end of the so-called investigation of the so-called Gilgo 4. So we're turning to the prosecution of that. We're continuing to investigate those murders, but we're also investigating all of the other murders on Gilgo and elsewhere.
And it's interesting, right? Just to tie these two things together. So obviously an alleged serial killer remains behind bars, but again, dangerousness isn't used in New York, right? So it's about flight risk.
Yeah. So
none of this is making sense to my brain. They're just, who cares? Let them out. It's going to happen again. Oh my word.
The alleged serial killer in that case was kept under bail, kept on bail or remanded without bail because of a risk of flight. And that's the sort of legal legal hocus pocus you have to do in New York State, where everyone cares about dangerousness, but we have to argue risk of flight.
Just really quickly, do most states factor in dangerousness when it comes to bail standards?
Federal system, you could ask for dangerousness. 49 out of the 50 states, you could ask for dangerousness.
49 out of 50 states, that's a factor in whether or not you keep somebody in jail, but not New York.
Illinois might be different, or they might have changed, so it might be 48 out of 50, but it's either 48 or 49 out of 50.
So this is the one state, maybe excepting Illinois, where dangerousness doesn't factor into whether you're allowed to keep an alleged criminal behind bars.
Jesus.
And results in absurd results, which we see here.
Wow. Always great to talk to you. Thanks for catching us up on both of those important cases and the New York State
absurd reports. What the hell? So they just literally let them tootle off. All good here. Don't know how dangerous you are.
0 cents.
Oh, let's see here.
0 cents.
Yeah. Oh man, thank you so much.
Was that the guy talking? Was he a detective or something? Who that was?
I think he might. I think he's higher up. Runaway from the States, failure of duty.
Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, prayers and thank yous to Mom. Did your fuel just go up?
Are you asking me? I have no idea, man. I don't go anywhere, so I don't. I don't need to check the gas prices. That's not something I'm aware of.
New York is as bad as California. They have different realities there. You see, and that's something I don't understand. Like, I'll never figure out the legal system in the US because it doesn't make any sense. Like in the US, this place you can do that, and this place you can't, and you do this over there, and like you get locked up for life. You do it over there, you get out in a month. It's like, what? I'm thinking if you're finding body parts all over a park and you got the guys that did it, doesn't that give you a clue that where their level of dangerousness is? Like, WTF, like, way to go. That's just awesome. How come Rex isn't fucking
Like,
frickin'
here's
sorry? I'm
your
getting
sign.
cranky.
Here's your
Here's your sign. Oh my word. It has to do with the governors in the seat. Oh, I feel sorry for all you people in that area. Like, look what's happening in downtown New York right now. Like, guys are from different countries, God only knows which ones, are attacking cops. Like groups of them. It's like, oh Lord, oh Lord. The seam is gonna bust. You know, we're getting higher crime rates because it's not just people that need help that are coming over. These bad people are sneaking in with the good people, and you can look at them and not know the difference. So it's just, I mean, it's not just happening in the US, it's happening in Canada too. Our cities right now are, you got every frickin' farming equipment driving down the highways to protest right now in Canada. It's going on actually all over the place. Hubby was showing me last night, and it was like, good Lord. That's what I think too, Tony. Law is confusing because we have federal laws, and then we have state laws, and then we have city laws. And isn't there like county laws and sheriff's laws? And oh my word. Upper place I lived that had upper and downer zombies everywhere. You see? Brutal.
They make so I hate politics, guys. I really don't like talking about it. But I'm gonna say really quick, like the United States is like that. States have their own laws, and the government, the federal government, rule like overheads them all. But it's so that it's supposed to be in the Constitution for tyranny. Like, you can uprise. Like, so if you're no longer agree with what the federal government is doing, the state can be like, well, we got our own shit. Like, that's kind of that's what it's supposed to be based on. That's why it is the way it is. They give people, like the states, the power to do what they want to, because they can still be self-sustaining. That's what the concept is supposed to be about. In my opinion, that's my interpretation of it, guys. Like, but, obviously, it's all gone to hell.
Yeah, and I just don't even go there. Like, it's too unsettled. It'll rattle my brain, and I'm not even gonna go there. It's just not something I'm into watching. Can't do it. And our guy, I tell you what, if I hear his voice, the idiot that runs this place,
you hear that guy.
Oh, I don't like that guy. I don't. What he has done to our country, it just blows me away. Like, his voice, literally, I hear it, my blood pressure goes up, and it's like, down chalkboards. It's like, oh my God. Hubby had him on last night, and I was like, no, how long are you going to listen to that? And he's like, to what? And I'm like, him?
My favorite picture of Trudeau is him doing that weird like handstand thing on the table on his desk.
Oh my God.
Can we show a picture of that? That is like the best thing I've ever seen.
Oh my word. Yeah. Or him trying to be a surfer dude at a beer festival. It's like, oh, I don't like you. And Pierre isn't your dad.
Castro, you're convinced, right?
Oh, Castro. Yeah. Oh, put them side by side. He doesn't look like that skinny little mofo that ran our country. No. Yeah. Yeah. Was sacked. He was sacked as a teacher. He's a dirty old man. He was like, that was his job before he got into this. He was a freaking teacher. Are you? Yes, the spawn of Castro. You know what I'm talking about. Oh my word. Yeah. Yep. I personally, I think so, James. I do. I think so. It's just personal opinion. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Welcome, Daniel.
Hello.
Danielle. I'm sorry, friend Danielle. Yeah. From drama teacher to PM. That's what happened. Yeah. They needed some dummy up there and pick that one. Oh my word.
Guys, like Frankie had said a lot worse in private. Like me and her conversate all the time. I wouldn't be surprised if he's listening right now. He's just like, cut the stream. YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my word. He's just a piece of puke. Like, each to their own. Each to their own. But yeah, I don't do chunks of vomit.
Chunks of vomit.
Yeah. Yeah. Castro freaking spawn. Sprog. Okay, guys. Oh, well, I want, let's wait until we hear back from mom. She's there safe and has done this. And then once she's done that and headed back, we'll jump off. I'm pretty sure my plans are, I want to do another live, but do this on Sarah Boone's interrogation. If you're interested, I would love to see you there. I think it's something a little bit different. Nice to do on the weekend, something a little bit different. Great having Mekci. We have to catch you sometime on the weekends because I love my lives with you.
I mean, I'm available. I'm just like lazy on the weekends. I don't want to do anything.
Well, I will keep, if I'm doing something, I will get a hold of you. Are you freaking kidding me? Zap.
So like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm down.
Yep, the nutty suitcase woman, guys.
We should, if you're gonna do that, like, let me get a picture of like a suitcase that you can just put over her face, you know?
Right? Yep, that is the nutty suitcase woman. Hello, Jerry Stinger. I like that. Yeah, right. Sarah Boone trial 2040. So she's on her 8th lawyer.
2040.
Right? Oh, Lordy, Lordy. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. I don't know. For some reason, I think she also got rid of the 8th lawyer. Or is she just on the 8th lawyer?
This woman, I can't even keep up with her. She is.
Yeah, she's freaking unreal. Unreal. So I thought the interrogation would be interesting to watch. This will be my first time at doing this, but I think I've got it figured out.
Do you want to do that as like a members only thing, or?
No, I think I'll do a live.
Right on.
Yeah, I think I'll do a live. It should be everybody else is doing it this way. I've been kind of watching, and everybody keep your fingers crossed that I got it figured out.
We're here for it, man. Like, we are here. Like,
right?
I support you.
Nice. I want Sarah to represent herself. Yes.
It's gonna get to that. It's seriously you're probably gonna get to that. She's running through these public defenders. The judge at some point is gonna be like, listen, no, honey, like it's not gonna happen. You're
Right.
do it yourself now, because
Oh my
I
word.
can't
Like
even believe
how
they're cutting her this much of a break, you know? Like, to be
I've
honest.
never seen this happen before, but I can't say, right? What do I know? But it seems to me that it's got to stop somewhere.
Yes, I want to see that judge just get like judgy on her. Just be like, listen, that's enough.
Yep.
You're gonna
Yep.
take this one, or you're gonna represent yourself. I'm over it. Like,
Yeah.
we can't keep doing this. You're delaying shit. Let's get it over with.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, Brooks would be pretty interesting too, I must say. You're right. I think that would be pretty interesting. There's some of these cases. Unreal. You're okay, Lizzie. Let's see here.
Jonathan, if we go get fast food like Dairy Queen, we always get the dog a hamburger. Always.
We do the same. You gotta. You
You have
absolutely have to. They got those great big tiers. And it's like, oh. And if we go through like Tim Hortons or something, oh my God, they know that they're getting like a treat. And it's just like they're looking through the window, like, if you got it yet, where's my it's like, it is, Jonathan. It's a must. No doubt, Tracy. Let's play hide and seek. Better cellmates are scared to close their eyes.
I would not. If I was cellmates, I'd just be like, she'd open her eyes, and I'd be like looking right at her, like.
Yeah. Okay. Can I pick my own hiding spot? Oh, Mal, right? I object. Grounds? That's like, oh, Lordy. Right? Oh my God, that is yeah, quite the woman. No, we ban suitcases at the think tank. They've gone wild. You're constantly finding somebody in them. That is not good promotion for suitcases. I say no.
It's
No
the
doubt.
fact
I'd
that
never let someone.
they leave their name tags on them too. It's like, I wonder who this belongs to. Call the number. Hey, did you forget something in the ocean? Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I hate to make a joke about it, but like, dude, these guys are so stupid.
Right? Think tank suitcase now half price sale. Hope she isn't packing her sheet folding. Could you imagine? Just roll up that cellmate. Accidentally, we were playing hide and seek. I couldn't find her.
She recorded the whole thing.
Was she bringing her suitcase with her to the courtroom? Somebody will. Do you know what? I actually stopped using that particular place to get merch. So I think I've got it all out of the description, but I really, hey there, Juju. I really was not impressed with what I was getting. So yeah, the suitcase merch. Don't get in it. So yeah, I've got to actually get busy looking for another place for
Pro
merch.
tip: don't get in the
suitcase. Pro tip: cup holder a little light inside the coop.
Oh my god!
No. And Juju, welcome. Oh Lordy, you little jeez. Zap, zap.
If the suitcase doesn't have a warning label, it already has that. I don't know. Like, do you even have to be told? You know those stupid like warning labels. You're just like, why did I have to know that? Like, I thought that was obvious. Like,
prohibits hide and seek. Oh Lordy, I'm looking forward to this trial at all. If it ever happens, like this woman. Oh Lordy. Please don't eat the Tide Pods.
dude, there's like people are like, oh, there's cotton candy in my walls. You're like, no, there isn't.
Oh Lordy.
Don't eat the insulation.
Well, that's a really good question. Who does play hide and seek past 10 years old? And I tell you what, even at 10,
I play with my dog. I play hide and
was
seek with my dog. So yes, I play hide and seek. Yes.
well,
I'm down.
even at 10 years old, I was smart enough to know that the person that was looking for me wasn't supposed to put me in my hiding spot. I had to figure
Get
it
in
out.
this. Okay.
Okay, you're never going to find me in here.
I mean, though, as a kid, we would do like really dumb things like that. But you're a child, right? Like, you haven't comprehended the danger. We would jump off roofs. It was, hey, we're good, right? But as adults now, we understand that that's not.
Yeah, and as Tony says, and who hides in a suitcase that's lying in the middle of the living room floor? Like, there's so much wrong with this. It's like, what? Yeah, even a dog knows not to go into the suitcase, which is true. Mhm.
Oh no.
Yeah, just unreal. So I wonder how mom's doing. She's got to be getting close. Hola, hola. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, never ask. No.
Well,
I just say no.
Speaking of like weird situations inside of like a suitcase, large bag, have you ever heard of? I think they're called like the Star War M's. I don't want to say the word, but I don't know. YouTube. But there's this guy, like he was like a CIA, like a MI6 agent for, well, MI6, right?
Mhm.
But he was found inside of a bag with like prescription drugs all over and like outside, inside of the bathtub or in the bathroom, should I say?
Mhm.
Do you remember this?
It's not coming. I'm thinking it's not coming to me. Yeah, is there a weight limit on suitcases?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
50
wouldn't want to
pounds.
be locked up with her. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be locked up with her. Am I 5, James? Am I 5?
MI6.
Yeah.
Isn't it MI6? The British?
Am I?
Like it's the
I
British, like
don't know.
CIA, British FBI, whatever they are.
I don't have the answer for that one. I really don't know. Joe? So yeah, mom should be getting to her destination here pretty darn quick. I'm confused.
Well, this guy was found inside of this like bag. I don't know how he would have gotten himself in there. It was obviously like a hit job because there was no drugs found in his system and like, but there was like some weird, like they said he had a fetish. I don't know. It's just a weird case. If you ever just look it up, it's a weird case. It's very weird. It's definitely an inside job.
James Bondish. Yeah, might have to pay extra for the weight.
40 ounce.
Then she went to bed, but wasn't intentional for her to fall asleep for 9 hours. Right? It's just like, it's a very strange case. I don't know how he ended up in there. I don't know how he could have possibly been drunk enough to think he was hiding. I don't know why he thought it was a good idea.
He wasn't. He was begging for help.
Yeah. Oh, he was. Yeah.
It's all videoed. Like they have her on video recording
yeah.
it inside of this suitcase, like begging for her to let him out.
I
Like
can't breathe. I can't breathe. That's okay. That's for doing this. It's like, what? Jesus. Yeah, that's another one. So yeah, we'll see here. I'd really like to do that later. So make sure you've got that bell bonked so you can be there.
bonk that bell.
Bonk the bell. Yeah, absolutely. So once we hear from mom and we get an update, I will carry on setting up the next stream. Let's see if I can get. So there is nothing new I'm seeing on Gilgo, right?
There is
Yay! One day sale.
if anyone follows, I mean all of us follow the Delphi case. There's been some stuff on that lately. Motions being put in.
Yeah, they're still wanting that 70 days and they're not being, I don't know, that judge and Slick Nick there. I don't know how they're even.
Did you see what this guy did? It's hilarious because he even put a motion in for it. Okay, so he put a motion in to request, again, he requested the medical records for Richard Allen. And he literally stated that it's because he had read an ex parte motion that they had put in. He literally put it in this motion. And then I guess like Rozzy or Baldwin like emailed them or like, yo, you can't do that. Like, you can't look at ex parte motions. You're the prosecutor. You're not allowed to see this shit. And he then put in another motion recently to retract that motion. Like he was like, oh, I understand now that I wasn't supposed to have access to that. Like, what? This guy Oh my goodness. Nicholas needs some help, I think. Like, that's really bad. Like, it's really I think Franky's busy. Franky, what are you doing? Franky. What are you doing?
Yeah, I had to mute out for a couple seconds there. Sorry, guys. Had to mute out. Yeah, I was trying to give sign language. I'll be 1 minute. Yeah, I don't know. There is a lot going on. Delphi is going down the tubes. I've been doing quite a bit of zapping right now.
Yeah,
as
you
well.
have.
Yeah, lots of things creeping in. Lots of things creeping in. I've got sound now, right, Carrie?
Yeah,
you're
you're good. I hear you.
Okay. Okay. All good. Yep, I was zapping. You know, the trolls. Zapping the trolls. And there's noise in the background. You guys didn't need to hear too. Every once in a while. Yeah, there are creepy crawlers absolutely everywhere. Well, that wouldn't be me there, friend. I've got more zapping to do. Zap. Good Lord. Goodbye. Zap. They're just coming in hard and heavy today.
Is it because it's Sunday? There's something about Sunday that makes people spicy. I'm spicy today. Like,
these are all trolls. Like, they're all getting into my back stuff. And then they're coming out here with different names. So every time I see a different name with a stupid question, I go in the back, and sure enough, there's one or two of them that are glommed on. It's like, Jesus. So I get rid of them back there, and then I come back out here and remove them. And just keep checking.
Daylight savings time.
Yeah, so that was last night, I think. Are you getting snow, Tony? We have a bunch of it, but it's on the plus. It's +4. Ooh, 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 ooh. Welcome all newbies. Oh, thank you for that. Hit the like button. Thank you for that. Hope you're doing well. Astro from space. There we go. Okay, so, oh, Madeline. I'm just going to see if I can, I just am going to look. Alrighty. So nothing is like truly updated, but I'll take a look at this with you guys. Memorial at the school. Wow. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Stearns even refused to go to court for that first appearance on Thursday. He was a no-show. As of the press deadline for this edition, no M charges have been filed. The Kissimmee Police Department continues to investigate the case, offering up new information since her body was found Friday off Hickory Tree Road and Pearl Lake. So that is where Mom is headed. Timeline. According to the police records, the arrest affidavits filed by the Orange County Sheriff's Office and Kissimmee Police Department, Mother Jennifer Soto reported Madeline missing at 8 p.m. on Monday, February 26th. She told police Stearns picked her up and from her Kissimmee home, and said that he dropped her off in front of the church blocks away from Hunters Creek Medical School on Town Loop Boulevard. Family and friends interviews said that along with Madeline leaving her phone at home were out of the ordinary. The mother went to pick Madeline up at school at dismissal and learned she never showed up to school. I call bullshit. Originally an Orange County case, Kissimmee police became involved when it was revealed the victim lived with her mother and Stearns. You see? Came from his home, and then they're saying revealed that the victim lived with her mother and Stearns. So what the hell? She told police Stearns picked her up at their Kissimmee home. Originally an Orange County case. It was revealed the victim lived with her mother and Stearns. So what is that?
Again, why I want to listen to the Spanish interview? Because, like, the grandmother says she called him to come get her. If anyone has that interview, can you, if you have it in like Spanish, please send it to me, because
let's see here. I didn't add this on, but my email address, I put it in the banner. So you can also, if you are not on Discord at this point, send it to me through email, and I can make sure that we get that. Yeah, en español.
In Espanol, yes. But there has been no news, Mama. Like, not recently.
Yeah, not a lot so far. Oh my word. Just give that one a second. I think I'll just do this because I think that's going to wake us back. And if not, oh well. Okay, so let's see here. So police did a forensic review of Stern's cell phone after he said he'd accidentally performed a factory reset on it and recovered graphic images of SA with a minor. The photos were revealed to be from August of 2022, making her 11. And evidence in the photos showed that it was in the Soto Kissimmee home, right at home. While the police did not reveal if Madeleine was depicted in the photos, they gave a date of birth that was the victim's, which would match her. That Stern's organs were also depicted. There was too much. We're not going to get into that. By Friday, Orange County officials said their investigation led them to believe Madeleine was deceased after finding her backpack and school laptop in the dumpster near her home. Police had evidence Stearns in a silver Lincoln MKZ had been there in the morning of the 26th and in St. Cloud later that day. As part of the joint effort, the Osceola County Sheriff's Office found her body east of St. Cloud near Pearl Lake at about 5 p.m. on Friday. Kissimmee Police, who took over the investigation as lead agency midweek, continues to work the case and has provided no other updates. So yeah, they're keeping it pretty quiet right now.
Can we just give a round of applause for the person who called the tip-in? Because they had the press conference, and immediately after the press conference, when they showed the car and they're like, we need information on this vehicle, somebody called the tip-in. They're like, hey, yeah, I saw that car.
Yeah, exactly. No, without them.
So thank you, person. I don't know who you are, but thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Are they saying that they've actually seen her? I don't know anymore, right? Let's see here. Yeah, because they are talking of a second phone, right?
Yeah, Mal was saying that. And I don't know if it's a phone or a device. Like, I don't know what device it was sent back to or sent to. But I don't know if they tracked it also by like IP address or if they tracked it by like he actually texted it to someone or, something visible that you can track.
Yeah.
And what that device is. So I have no idea.
Let's see here. How you doing, Mel? Yeah, it's pretty vile. It's pretty vile, Mel. I mean, to the point, like I'll usually will read this stuff, but I'm not even going to attempt to go there. There's no reason. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very good question.
Oh, yes, Mom. Thank you.
Oh, we've been waiting to hear how you were doing. How are you doing? Thank you. How are you doing? Wow, you're amazing. So, Mind of Monsters was good enough to go out to where Maddie was found and plant flowers, leave a beautiful cross, and just to show respect to Madeline, you know. She also did a little bit for the think tank as well. So thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I bet you got a heavy heart. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, thank you so much. Everybody in chat is just thank you. Thank you. Here is Mind of Monsters link. Check her out, guys. She is an amazing advocate. She works her butt off for these cases. And as you can see by what she just did, her heart is in this. So thanks, Mom. Yeah, amazing. Absolutely. I'll cut all the footage together and go live in a few hours. Sounds awesome. Sounds awesome. So with that said, guys, are you So guys, thank you very, very much for joining Mekci and I. I subscribe to your channel only because you're family. Yes. Yep, sunshine on a cloudy day. What a nice way to put that. Yeah. Wow. Mekci doesn't stream.
No, I don't have a channel.
But she joins me. Not often enough lately, but we'll get back to bugging her for her
I'm here for it, you know. I love chatting with you, and I love this.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's nice. Do what we can and do what we can for the missing, endangered, people who have been found. And like, this is all we can do. You know, this is the best we can do to try and get the word out there.
Agreed.
I love both voices though, but that Mekci, oh my, oh,
I'm
Mekci.
based. I'm based.
Yeah, always. That's a great way to sign out, guys. Always remember the victims. Always. Absolutely.
There's too much going on, guys. Like, just be aware. I don't know. I know we try to tend to stay to ourselves these days, but
watch out for your babies. Keep them safe. Eyes peeled.
Watch out for others too, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well said. Well said. So guys, thank you very much for joining us. It was a great chit chat and everything.
Go to school.
Back to school, Nicole, on
Go to
demand. And once again, much love and thanks to Mind of Monsters, who I call Mom.
Yes. Thank you, Sunshine.
Yeah, you bet. So have a great day, guys. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Make sure you hit that bell so you don't miss any of the content. I am trying to get time where I'm going to do that Sarah Boone interrogation. So watch for that. Thanks again, Mekci. Much love.
Thank you for having me. Love you guys. See you in the chat.
See you soon. Bye for now, guys.
Dun 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 dun.